now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True international depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 296 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
We're just two guys drinking some beer, talking what's going on. We got Guapo with us once again.
Yep.
So, kind of a slow news week. A lot of stuff that's actually a big deal to talk about, but in terms of the bulk of it, we got like basically what happened in DC, what's going on in DC, and what's going on in Alaska. But that's happening right now, so we can't know too much about it because they are several hours behind us, aren't they? But, well, here we go. I wasn't sure to put this into follow-up or local. I figured I'd go into follow-up because we have plenty of local stuff. But remember we were talking about that Fairfax County school that was arranging abortions for students without telling the parents?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, looks like your governor over there is setting up some kind of investigation. They're calling it a probe. I don't know if there's a difference. Because, you can't be doing that,
No.
Democrat whistleblower came out saying that Schiff basically gave the okay on leaking this classified information in an attempt to sway the election against Trump back in, was it 16?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Clapper pressed to make sure that we compromise our standards concerning this Russia report. So, not only did we leak it out illegally in an attempt to sway the election, but we also changed the standards we have for what counts as an actual investigation or something to follow,
Right.
in an attempt to sway the election. As the Democrats right now are telling everyone that the Republicans are trying to steal the election by doing a completely legal process of redistricting their own state. But we'll get into that. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure we got something. But yeah, we got a whole topic called gerrymander. But there's not a lot in it because we pretty much covered it already. Dude, do you have Paramount Plus? Either of you fellas?
I do. I gotta have it for Star Trek and Dexter.
Okay, so are you watching the new Strange New Worlds?
Of course I am.
Oh, this new episode is really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, when they brought Pike in and Kirk.
Yeah. Well, no, the newest episode was great when Kirk officially took command of the Farragut when the captain was disabled. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I love it. What was the one, the other Star Trek one when that was like way, way in the future with the black girl was like the main character.
My stepfather loved that show.
I couldn't finish the series.
Yeah,
which is just too bad. It got too ridiculous. She kept bouncing through time. I'm like,
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Excuse me, I got another one coming. Excuse me again. Well, anyway, Paramount has bought the UFC rights for a 7-year deal at $7.7 billion. That's $1.1 billion a year, obviously. But here's the fun thing about this dude. No more pay-per-views. If you got Paramount...
that's not what Dana said.
That's what Paramount said.
He said that there will still be pay-per-views, not as frequently, but there still will be occasional pay-per-view.
Well,
they make too much money off the pay-per-views not to have them once in a while.
You just got $7.7 billion, dude.
For how many years?
7
billion a year. I mean, 1 billion a year.
Yeah, 1.1. No, 1 billion, 100 million.
My question is, what does this do to ESPN Plus? Because tons of people signed up for ESPN Plus just to watch UFC fights.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still watch football and baseball on ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah.
Not NFL.
No, I'd see.
Just college.
Yeah.
NFL, I mean NBA isn't TNT.
TNT and NBC. NBC's giving up a night of primetime shows for the NBA.
I think they just talk about sports. That's all I see they do in the ESPN. All they do is talk about sports.
Well, I mean, I used to watch ESPN for the talk about sports back when I was younger, living in Massachusetts growing up. But that's because we had Nesson, the New England Sports Network,
Yeah.
and all of our local sports were on Nesson. Like we could watch the Bruins game or the Red Sox game there as well as somewhere else. So I would just go over to ESPN to watch like TWIB. I think the official title of the show was This Week in Baseball. It was like, oh yeah, this guy did this, all that crap. But the next manliest sport we have here in the United States is probably the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's so manly that the 12 teams this year are going to have dude cheerleaders, which I'm not necessarily against dude cheerleaders because for real, you're not watching the cheerleaders at a football game and you know it.
No.
No.
Usually, I mean, like they're usually people in the
And if
stadium.
they want to do stunts and things like that,
Boom. Yep.
they
that's
need
fine.
a man to push them up,
Throw
hold them up.
Yeah, but no. This no. This is the old type of cheerleader. This is a feminine cheerleader.
That's the thing. These dudes look like they weigh like 160 pounds, and they don't look like what you would expect from a male cheerleader, like you would expect from a dude gymnast.
Yeah.
Like cut out of steel, throwing women around and catching them over his head, in his one hand.
One-handed.
Yeah.
The butt lending in the hand, like
They do that sometimes. Oh, they catch both their feet in the one hand and hold them up over their head. You're like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. These dude, the picture you shared with this article, the dudes had pom poms. The dudes never have pom poms when it comes to cheerleading. Do
they
they?
usually at least just clap or something, just whatever,
Yeah, if the girls are doing the pom pom thing instead of like stunts and everything, the guys usually run around doing flips.
Yeah. But that's okay, but not this feminine.
What's the thing? It's they forgot who their audience is, just like Bud Light.
No, these fucking managers, dude. They got all these fucking feminist fucking in the background, manager, HR department, all these fucking people in the background doing shit like this. And most of them, I bet you there's fucking bunch of females in the background that just
My team doesn't have male cheerleaders.
just wait.
Are you a Vikings fan?
Wait.
No, they got two male cheerleaders. I'm a
Lions
fan.
Just
New
wait,
England
they're gonna be.
Patriots
You know what?
have
Next week
female
is gonna come me a
cheerleaders.
guy with a lion face, like wow.
That's right. I knew you were a Lions fan because I used to make fun of you for their horrible record all the time.
Yeah,
Then
we
all of a sudden
can't
they
do
started-
that
Last
anymore.
year they did
Oh,
good.
yeah. All of a sudden they started winning games. Did you say
Unlike the
Patri-
Patriots.
Oh man, the legacy, the dynasty can only last so long, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Just like the Big Pet Bruins, can only last so long. But did you say New England does have two
Yes, they do.
cheerleaders?
They're on the list.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Belichick would have never stood for that.
Oh no.
No, so you went and got
Probably
rid of
just made a
Tom.
comment like, I need to get out of here before this.
Yeah, Brady's like, I'm out. Dudes, he's like, my supermodel wife left me. You're bringing in dude cheerleaders. I'm going somewhere else. All right.
Yeah. Now, did he own? Does he own like the Raiders or something like that?
He's a minority owner in the
You
Raiders.
know, yeah. So he's set. For
Good for Brady. He's a billionaire, I believe, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's invested very well with his money he's made from the NFL. So good for him. As much as people want to talk trash about the guy, he was a legend. He was one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback to ever play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I like that interview when he's like, he's interviewing and somebody in the background is crying like, who the hell is crying out?
Well, thing is, the reason why people hate him is the same reason why dudes hate Justin Timberlake. Like the dude looks amazing. He's a great athlete. He's worth a ton of money. He's like, you'll never be as good as him in any way,
Mm-hmm.
But check this out. Trump is looking to reclassify marijuana away from a class 1 narcotic. I heard what he said. Yeah, something along the lines of like alcohol, which I find very interesting because Trump is not a fan of any of this stuff. But you got to at least admit it's not as dangerous as heroin, right?
Yeah.
So I went in as soon as this came out. I went in and checked my my stocks because I have a handful of cannabis stocks. I was like, oh, it's gonna boom after
No, it's
this.
gonna take a minute.
I don't own like True Leaf or Fenleaf or any of that stuff though. So those are the big ones that are like nationwide. But I don't know if he reclassifies it, the states can still
You can do
keep it on a
whatever.
higher schedule, can't they? Or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
look. The state of Virginia, you're allowed to smoke until you're 21 now, so they can do whatever they want.
You can't smoke anything anywhere in this country unless you're 21.
Oh, now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But no. Usually, it's the state that forced that because the federal pushes it.
Well, here's the thing: it's the same thing with alcohol.
Yeah.
There is actual no federal minimum, but they said we're gonna withdraw all this funding for all these different programs. Like with alcohol, they said we're gonna withdraw all of the funding for your roads if you guys don't raise alcohol consumption to 21. So like West Virginia could go down to 18 if they want, but then they lose any federal funding to repair their roadways. Which I don't know. Okay. Dude, one of these U.S. steel plants in Pennsylvania freaking blew up. Killed 2, hurt 10.
Damn.
Yeah. Details have not come out yet.
Japanese owned.
No. Remember, Biden wouldn't let the Japanese buy U.S. steel, and then Nippon bought it anyway. Very recently. Which I cashed out already on that. Once Nippon bought it, they actually cashed me out automatically. Just put money into my portfolio. I was like, "What the? I wanted to keep stocks."
Yeah, they're going to privatize it. That's why.
What's that?
They went private, I guess. So just they don't want nobody in there.
Maybe that's exactly what it was. Nippon might be a private company. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't want to be public.
Now, this guy's been around for a while. Haven't brought him up because it hasn't really mattered that much. But well, I don't know. He's an Eastern Michigan football player. He's been drafted by the NFL already. Noah Knigga.
Okay.
Yes.
You gonna buy his hat?
He's jumping on this name of his, and he's selling hats that say Noah Knigga on them. NOAH. Yeah.
There's no
KNI.
KNIGGA.
Yeah.
And the K is silent.
I don't know about that, but you gotta admit this dude's got a name that just you're waiting to get punched in the mouth for. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I know a Knigga. But yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna make a ton of money off this. Good for him. All right. What's going on in Virginia?
People are dying.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are dying in Virginia. And apparently they're being abducted. Apparently kids are being abducted, but the state police are denying it.
Yeah, they are. They're saying that's fake news. A Virginia man dies after trying to jump from a balcony while they were attempting to serve him an arrest warrant.
Yeah. Okay. I shared this article because I read this and I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking, I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. What do you like land on his neck?
15-floor balcony.
15 floor.
He knew he wasn't surviving that.
Oh, what a painful way to die.
What an idiot. Well, Darwin's law.
Yeah, exactly. That's a Darwin Award right there. Did he flap his arms trying to fly away?
Well, at least we don't have to worry about feeding another criminal.
Yeah. This way, at least he's not getting released right back on the streets, right?
Well, I don't really trust a whole lot of things that come out from TikTok either. So
the girls do. They're like, I saw this repost a bunch of times. Like, God damn, are you serious?
I don't go anywhere near TikTok because they completely just give your information to China. But
yeah, Facebook does.
yeah, but at least they're not owned by the Chinese government. That was the whole reason why Trump wanted to make China either divest or ban it in the United States. Was because it was actually controlled by the Chinese Communist
But then
Party.
he changed his mind.
Yeah, he hasn't even changed his mind. He just keeps pushing it back and pushing it back. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, you already got elected. Go ahead and do what the fuck you want. You don't have to worry about re-election. This is your second term, right?
Yeah.
But But yeah, apparently someone made a TikTok video. There's a TikTok video there of like all the kids who have been abducted recently, I guess, and like half of them are in Virginia.
You know, this is what show you about panicking, dude. You fucking put something out there and people just panicking. You know.
Oh yeah, it's amazing what people will believe if it comes across their freaking
Internet.
social media.
Yeah,
Like,
believe. You know, something's funny. Like, you know what they say? Oh, don't believe everything from the internet. Before that, it used to be don't believe everything you read in books.
or don't believe everything you read in the paper, or don't believe everything you hear.
Yeah, don't believe
Like,
everything you read in books too. Like that's an
ex-
old one too.
especially the internet. It's like I believe a fraction of what I see on the internet, unless it's coming from a reputable source. You know?
Oh, my wife gets most of her news from Facebook.
Oh my god. Is it at least linked to an actual article, or is it someone like, "This is happening"?
This is happening.
Terrific, terrific, and that's how we get freaking Jasmine Crockett elected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is funny. I actually just saw a post from someone back up in Mass that said Jasmine Crockett says stuff so dumb that she makes AOC look like a Harvard grad. I was like, you do know that Jasmine Crockett is a Harvard grad from law school. Anyway, we talked about Boar's Head before, didn't we? Shut
Yeah,
down.
but then they shut down. Yeah, for months.
Yeah. So I guess they're opening it back up after this listeria outbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it just revamped everything, redid it.
Boar's Head's a pretty quality meat product, you know?
Probably it was a
Not the liverwurst.
flavor.
The liverwurst was a bad way to go.
Liverwurst?
That's what they were making, and that's what everybody got listeria from.
Oh my god. People still eat that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Actually, it's funny. I actually have some Boar's Head in my fridge upstairs. Bologna or ham or something like that. I let my girls eat. Which I told the wife, I was like, buy the Oscar Mayer crap. The children don't know the difference, and it costs half as much. You know. So over here in West Virginia, we had these cops pull over a couple teenage kids. Here we go. Let's see how old they are. Of course, Jesus Christ, 19 and 17 years old. They got pulled over with empty alcohol containers in the vehicle and firearms in the vehicle. The cop
Were they
was being.
intoxicated at the time, or they just happened
It
to
doesn't necessarily say, but the cop apparently didn't want to ruin these kids' lives.
Oh, there you
So
go.
he's like, go home. Just don't do this shit again.
Now you're gonna let the cop look bad because he hooked you up once.
Oh, the cops do have discretion. They do. But the issue is they got picked up again the same night.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a word then.
Yeah, so they got arrested the second time. At least the driver did. Fucking morons. Now check this out. The former Senator Manchin out here. He's about to go on a book tour to memoir his centrist political career. And
God.
Is anybody gonna buy the book?
No.
Oh, now it's funny because I was like, oh man, I don't remember much about Manchin, but I do remember us talking about how he's like he was a far left guy, but he was pissed off because the Democrat Party went so far left.
Yeah, and everything's named after him in the state.
So a bunch of stuff is, yeah.
But
yeah, dead center in defense of common sense.
It's like I think they're gonna hook him up with something. And they pulled the rug underneath him. He was fucking pissed about it.
He just didn't he just didn't run again, I believe, right?
He knew he was going to lose re-election
because he voted for the fucking Green New Deal.
Yeah, exactly. He voted for this crap in West Virginia. He's like, you're done. And then he dropped the D from his name and became just like a independent. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm not running again. Now he's saying dead center is the title of his book. And it's like, are you kidding me, dude?
You're fucking lying already.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He should put in the back of the book what he bought it for. He only got like 2 things in there.
Yeah, exactly. And check this out. West Virginia, once again, is telling me when and where they're doing DUI checkpoints.
That's great.
Yeah, cool.
Well, it just seems like it's not like the drunk guy's gonna go, oh wait a minute, I'm gonna go around this, you know.
But do you think he's gonna remember that?
If you know they're gonna be there and you went out to go drinking, you know what I mean? Be like, all right, I know to take the back road home, right?
What if they wait in the back, or what if it's like a trap? Like, hey, we gotta.
Oh, this is like the diversion thing. They're gonna
Yeah.
get you off of Route 2, then nail you on the back roads in the
Yeah.
neighborhoods.
Uh huh.
That'd be interesting.
We never know.
Speak,
We never
speaking
know.
of, I was on I-64 today.
Mm-hmm.
The same one that runs right through where you guys live.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It goes from east to west.
Yes, but I don't live anywhere near 64, but I had to drive 2 hours today.
Damn.
To Charleston.
No, but in that general direction. And I got on 64 for 2 exits. But check this out. We signed our paperwork. It is done. Boom. We bought the house. It is officially done. The paperwork is done. Took almost 600 days to get this
Crazy.
done. Yeah. All right. All right. So Hillary Clinton has said that Trump's DC crime plan is unhinged and dangerous. The crime in DC is out of control. Everyone knows this. It's not even up for debate. But they say it's racist to crack down on crime, which, by the way, the reason why that guy said Crockett was so stupid, she said any crime-free town or city is racist because it must be an all-white neighborhood.
What are you saying?
Apparently,
trying
white
to
people
say?
don't commit crimes, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
Which, before we move on from this, have you seen this? Where is it? Arkansas or something? Where they're building an all-white community.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a couple 100 acres. People
That's
are all-
racist.
No,
Well,
no,
they're
but
all
you know what?
offended by it.
Nobody
No.
complained about the fucking Washington. I mean, the Georgia old black town.
Well, the thing is, they're saying the white supremacists. This is evil. I'm like, no. So what you're telling me is they're all gonna go out into the middle of fucking nowhere by themselves and leave you alone. This sounds like a win-win here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you want the white supremacists to go away. They said, okay, we'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're upset about that. So do you want them in your neighborhood? I just, sorry, it
They
baffles
don't
me.
think they don't think for a second, dude.
No, they just have to be offended.
Yeah. It's like these people's like, hey, we want to have an orgy. Let's go over here. Like, hey, why you guys gonna have an orgy? Like, what? It's like, if you don't want to be part of it, why the fuck you complaining about it? You know?
Yeah, like that big sex festival they do in Britain every year.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds like a real good way to get chlamydia, doesn't it?
Or something else, chickenpox.
The what
I
now?
mean, monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
Remember that was a thing for a while. A lot of people were getting from sex.
I didn't realize it was a sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah, remember it was with the gay community too.
Well, the gay folks do tend to spread VD around more, but that's probably because they're not using protection because they're not worried about getting pregnant.
Yeah.
So I've never heard of this guy, Doug Hay.
Let's see.
He's some Republican strategist. When Hillary ran her mouth about this unhinged, stupid, dangerous to crack down on crime,
Yeah.
he's like, hey, let's go down to Union Station because we'll get mugged. It's just frustrating as hell, man. Like,
Apparently, a lot of homeless live behind Union Station.
Not anymore.
yeah, well, the federal government's cracking down on it.
For 30 days.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is they're coming out. The news media is coming out, and the Democrats are like, DC crimes at a 30-year low. Like, well, first of all, even if it is lower than it was 30 years ago, it's still up than it was just before COVID. They're still reporting.
The district attorneys aren't prosecuting a lot of crimes either. They're like downplaying a lot of shit.
Oh, we'll get to that in just a moment. But they're still reporting 27 and a half murders per 100,000 people in DC. And Jeanine Pirro was like, hey, here's a list of all the people under 19 that have been murdered in DC in the last 18 months. Every single one of them was black, and there was like 20 of them. What the hell? But yeah, exactly, Brian. It's not just the mainstream media outlets downplaying these crimes. Like you said, it's the not even the district attorney, which they're involved in it too. One of their commanders, excuse me, I got a nasty frog in my throat. One of their commanders is on paid leave right now while an investigation is done for reducing the crime people were being charged for to make it look like it's less violent crime. And a prime example is this kid was arrested for on a capital murder charge. Like, they might execute this guy, right? By the time they got through the whole process, he was being charged with aggravated assault, not even murder.
Damn.
Yeah. And how many carjackings happen in DC every year? That's a capital offense too. I don't know if everyone realizes that.
Day, I guess. People forgot about the 2 teenagers that carjacked this old man and they killed him too. Like, this is a couple years ago.
Well, the reason why it's a capital penalty right now, by that I mean death sentence, is because people were carjacking so much in the 80s, and they would throw someone out of the car at gunpoint, take off in the car with a fucking toddler in the car seat in the back seat. And they're like, no, you can't be taking people's kids like this, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're falsifying data, and it's unbelievable that this has come out and they're still claiming it's at a 30-year low, while it's still one of the most dangerous cities in the world.
Yeah.
Even Joe Scarborough was like, yeah, well, all right. I don't like Trump, but he's right. He said, oh my God, I can't get this phlegm ball out of my throat. Cigarettes probably not helping, huh?
No, definitely not.
But he said a bunch of his Democrat buddies are like messaging him like, yeah, this is actually great. We need to do something about this. He's like, everyone I know has been attacked. Benny Johnson left. I don't know if you know who he is. He's a right-wing political online influencer. He actually recorded a murder on his Ring camera. And you got all these people saying, like, I've opened my front door and there's a homeless guy who took a shit on my front stoop and he's sleeping there. And it's like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who?
And it's not cheap to live in DC either.
No, exactly. It's expensive as hell, and you're probably going to be robbed because no one's enforcing the law. I don't understand why anyone, especially these politicians who are coming and going from DC all the time, like, you hate Trump so much, you're willing to be carjacked and murdered.
They put
there was
the 80-20 rules. You know, they're still picking the 20% fucking side.
One of the stories that came out this week was how somebody's car was jacked right outside of the FBI building.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, not just that. Not just outside the FBI building. It was an armed federal agent in the vehicle. Yeah, well, obviously she was in the vehicle. If it was carjacked. She was armed in the vehicle and still got carjacked.
Does she still have her job?
That's a good question. I don't know. You think you would lose your job because you think you'd be able to stop someone from taking your car. Like, oh, he drew a gun. Yep. Yeah. And as soon as he looks away from you, you point your gun at his fucking face, right?
Unless she didn't have the arm with her, she was some in the back. They don't.
It said she was armed at the time.
No, I got female friends that fucking carry the fucking weapon in the fucking purse. It's like, why?
Oh, so now a purse snatcher is an armed purse snatcher?
Yeah.
And you can't get to your gun?
Yeah, it's just like the dumbest thing ever. And like, easily, I don't know why girls do that shit. Why are we gonna carry a weapon?
So now the guy riding by on his bicycle who snatches your purse off your shoulder now has your gun too.
Yeah.
This is irresponsible. Those people should not be allowed to own a gun.
Oh, believe me.
What's that?
Oh, believe me. I believe you.
But yeah, Piro's calling out the DC laws for letting all these quote young punks off the hook. How like you got
it's the even the prosecutor or the fucking judges, usually the fucking law that the fucking city council put through, and the Congress need to get together and just demolish all the stupid laws.
all these stupid laws to protect these kids.
Yeah.
Because that's the issue. Is these gangs are sending in like 16-year-olds to do these like these crimes
And
because
you
they
know
know
what?
that
And I
at
think
worst you're gonna spend a couple nights in jail.
whenever a person comes over, he needs to assign a city mayor, because this is nonsense. Though you're just getting stupid and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would love to take my kids to DC to show
Oh,
them the
believe me, so do
Capitol.
I. There's a lot of museums. Everything's for free there. The zoo. The zoo is amazing, dude. I liked it.
I
Even though
mentioned
it looked gothic.
this past season, I mentioned to the wife, "Is like, hey, want to go up to DC and check out the cherry blossoms when they're in
Oh,
bloom?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know why, so we can get robbed and murdered and like have
good
our
point.
kids stolen from us." I was like, "Yeah, good point. This was a while ago."
Yeah, but hopefully things change. So we'll see.
But, oh yeah, the Smithsonian museums are amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So you hear about those protesting, like the DC stuff, overtaking there's a bunch of black people protesting and stuff like that.
Is this the video where the lady ran up and hit the
Yeah,
cop and he
she
just
go
tossed her?
No, 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 no. This lady was reading the thing, and she couldn't pronounce words and stuff like that. If you look behind her, it's only like 3 black people, and the rest is like white fucking liberals behind her.
Yeah, exactly. It's all white
White-
liberals who don't live in DC and they're
Yeah,
only
or
here to
they
say
live in
stop
nice
enforcing the
neighborhood.
law.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
my-
you just there's videos out there of black people like, yeah, we want a cops in here. We tired of this shit,
Well, that's exactly it. Like your average person doesn't want their crime in their own neighborhood, and then you have a whole bunch of like rich white liberal women
Yeah.
showing up like this is racist. And then the black guy's like, hey, I don't want my kid getting shot in a drive-by shooting. She's like, you're racist too. It's like, what?
You don't know what you're talking about. You're being suppressed by the white people.
Yeah. Jeez, you got white guilt, lady. Well, there's a video of these cops were arresting a guy, and all these folks were yelling at him. And this young black lady runs up and just throws a punch at the federal agent.
Oh shit.
The federal agent next to her turns to her and just shoves her, and she went flying a good 5 feet right into the hood of a car. And she starts screaming. Everyone starts pulling out their phones, like, "Oh, we got to record this!" Like, first of all, it's already on video of her hitting the cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so the friend is like, why you hitting a girl? I'm a girl. Like, yeah, but you want to punch a guy?
The thing is, she punched him. He pushed her, and she just went flying. And then you wrapped her up, cuffed her, tossed her in the back of the car. She's
Yeah.
like, "I didn't do nothing." It's like, oh, there's the video.
Right.
And did you hear this other one here? All I could think of was Jussie Smollett when I
yeah.
saw the story.
Sandwich Subway.
Okay.
Subway sandwiches.
Okay, I want to know what I'm really concerned about is the sandwich. It's okay.
Yeah, was it still edible? Could we still
Yeah.
eat it? And
Yeah.
and how much money did you spend on a Subway sandwich? Because
They're not cheap no more. They're not put
they
six.
ain't yeah, you're not getting a $5 foot long and doubling the meat and getting tons of meat. You know what I
No.
mean?
Thanks, Joe Biden.
And the funny
Yeah.
thing is, this person was a DOJ employee. Why?
What?
Nah, he loves it. I bet he
What?
wish he had a sandwich there.
He might want a sandwich bag.
No, he's gonna be in the corner asking for a sub.
Can I get my sandwich back? It's evidence. Meanwhile, the cop's like, "Ooh, Italian."
Yeah, now you make me hungry.
Yeah.
Honestly, I still love Subway, man. I love Subway.
See, I used to, man, but then I got a Quiznos when I was living up in Massachusetts.
Quiznos are gone though. There's very few of them around anymore.
There was one at the end of my street, and oh my god, those are good sandwiches. They make
They
a
did have
su-
good sandwiches, but everyone I know on the East Coast is closed down. So
Damn.
And what was it Jimmy
Jimmy
John's?
John's. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy John's all right.
they're all right. They're
My
not,
kids love
they're
Jimmy John's. Can we
fast.
go to Jimmy John's? Can we John's?
and they're cheap.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
What?
what? You
Where?
could always
How are you getting cheap sandwich from Jimmy John's? I'm like, I spent like $30 for me and my kids. Like, goddamn.
well, you got that's 3 sandwiches. Well,
No,
you're probably not
Mom-
getting 3
Mom-
foot longs though, huh?
No, my girl don't eat nothing from Jimmy John's, so we just get her like a cookie or something because she don't want to eat it.
Most of your pizza shops will make you a sub sandwich.
Jimmy John's. No, my kids want Jimmy John's.
No, I'm just saying you can go to like Domino's and get a sub sandwich.
My kids want Jimmy John's. Especially commercials, too. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's fast.
yeah. And like especially Wawa, my kids are like, Daddy, do you know Wawa got pizza now? Like, yeah, I'm not eating gas station pizza. You know,
Wawa pizza's not bad.
but
Never had it.
I'm not gonna stop there and trying to wait. Nah.
Is Andrea's still open?
Yes.
Ooh, that's over by the Coliseum area, isn't it? Where there used to be like a Borders or a Barnes and Noble or something
No, but
on
it's
Mercury or Jefferson. I don't
there's
know.
a couple different locations around.
I didn't know there was more than one. I just remember I loved the pizza there, and Cece's, man. I used to love going to
That place shut
Cece's.
down. I was so pissed
Oh,
because I love
because
me some Cece's pizza.
it was all you could eat, and then they had like all the different types there already waiting for you to go. And
Yeah,
and you're like,
and
hey,
then
can I
that
get?
dessert pizza, at the
Yeah.
end. Ugh.
And if you wanted something they didn't have sitting out, they would make a whole pie and put it out there and cut it up and put it in the warmer. It's like, oh, I want something weird. Like, yeah, what do you want, buddy? We got it.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, bacon, bell pepper, onion, and pineapple.
Mhm.
Oh, you got the video. I was
Yeah.
just gonna ask you if you guys saw this shit. Okay.
Man.
This is the chief of police in DC.
Yep. Chain of command.
Yep. No sound.
I turned the volume down when I was playing the commercial.
Executive order is clear.
Go back.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
What does that mean?
They cut it?
That's quiet.
I know.
Okay, let me try.
What does that mean?
Chain of command. What's that mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the sound isn't coming through so well, which
No.
I hate some of these do that. But yeah, they asked her if the chain of command.
Order is clear. The
What changed
president
the chain of
has
command? And the chief was like, "What do you mean by
The
chain?"
mayor had to come up and explain chain of command.
Outlines the process.
Yeah. So,
the president designated.
is this what we call a DEI hire?
Oh yeah.
If she didn't know what a chain of command was,
It got louder as soon as I stopped sharing.
of course it did. Of course it did.
I don't. Okay, honestly, probably when you get put on the spot, you're like, oh, like you get like a little bit nervous, but you chief of police
She's
used to
got to
be
know what the
expected to
chain of command means.
Yeah, I understand, but I said sometimes. I mean, could probably was under pressure and stuff like that. I give it that, but still, like, you should have been like, I don't know. It's just a question like this.
She's a 5'0" nothing, 110-pound black woman.
Are you
She's
serious?
never. Well, I'm just saying she's a short woman. Did you see the mayor come up next to her and towered over her? And the mayor's a
I
woman
wasn't
too.
put it to the height. It's just, yeah.
It's a tiny little woman, and she had to be a DEI because there's no way she actually saw shit on the streets as a beat cop. She would have been beaten to death or just laughed at by the criminals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so Pam Bondi saw this and stripped all the power from the chief of police in DC and rescinded the sanctuary city status of DC.
Good.
The problem is, it's only for 30 days.
Well, Trump is going to ask for extension.
He's gonna have to get it's got to go through Congress, and that's a harder fight.
Yeah, and people is like, why are you taking over seat? Because it belongs to the Congress.
I don't understand why the federal government doesn't have more authority in DC anyway. It's not.
They gave it back
gave
in
it
the
away.
1970s.
They gave
The
it
70s
away.
when- yeah, they gave it away.
When?
The 70s.
70s?
1970s.
Well,
Dude, they just recently got Congress.
Jimmy
Before
Carter?
they had no Congress representation. They could have voted.
Well,
the
now they
president,
got really good congressional representation now.
Yeah.
Wendell Holmes,
Who?
or whatever her name is.
I don't know who it is. That's oh, so many Congress and stuff. I only barely know mine. Bobby
Yeah.
Dyer. I mean Bobby. What's his name of that? Bobby something.
Eleanor Holmes Norton is the congresswoman from D.C. who can't vote in the Congress. She can do all she wants, but she can't vote.
So she has no authority, no power, no nothing.
Well, she gets to introduce bills. Like one of the articles that first popped up was she read today. I don't know when this was, but because this is from her home freaking governorhouse.gov website, she introduced a bill to permanently remove the statue of Confederate General Albert Pike.
And
from
I keep
DC.
hearing about whitewashing history. Then you're gonna go and remove all this stuff that goes, hey, by the way, if you don't keep your shit in line, this could happen again. Like, oh no, don't worry, none of this ever happened. But they're gonna keep telling me over and over again that it's still happening. You
Oh
know?
no, that actually happened today.
Oh, terrific.
Or on last Friday. So here's what her latest news is on her homepage. She applauds the DC lawsuit against Trump administration because they took over the city.
He has the authority to do it. This lawsuit's going nowhere.
And she's announced with ranking member Raskin and Garcia and Van Hollen legislation to terminate Trump's federalization of the Metropolitan Police Department.
You can't.
She also put out a statement that said that there's going to be a bill coming through that allows the president to extend the federalization of the DC police indefinitely. And she also introduced a bill to grant DC full control over its National Guard police, as Trump calls them the DC National Guard. That's something a lot of people don't realize is the DC National Guard, unlike other states where the governor's in charge of the National Guard, the federal government is in charge of the DC National Guard.
You know, I had to give it
Congress
to
have to
Trump.
do something with that though. I remember there's something coming up with the January 6th stuff, and Pelosi was like, "No, don't send in the guard."
Yeah. She did say that, and now she put a big wall around the building, and everybody.
Oh, a wall! A wall's a racist, though.
Yeah, but and then they also came out and said they're still saying this years later that January 6th was the worst thing that's ever happened to the United States.
Yes, I have seen people putting out there that it was worse than Pearl Harbor. How many people died on January 6th?
One.
And how many of them? And was that person a cop?
No, she was a Air Force reservist.
Yes. Who was shot through the neck by a cop who shot her through a window. It's one of those real narrow windows that's like next to a door that a person can't fit through.
He was scared for his life.
Take 2 steps back, they can't reach you. Yeah, nothing happened to that guy, but Chauvin's rotting in prison for following procedure and training. Anyway. Apparently, the chief of police in DC, before she was stripped of any power, went ahead and ordered limited cooperation with immigration agents, ICE agents.
Right. Well, it was a sanctuary, whatever you want to call it, sanctuary district, because it's not a state, it's not a city.
It's this city, though, isn't it? It's got a mayor and everything.
Yeah. And the mayor, I think, secretly likes that Trump came in and took over everything because
she's been asking for federal help with the crime.
And it makes her look bad with the crime issues.
Well, that's the thing is she actually has asked the federal government for help. Trump shows up to do something about it, and all of a sudden everyone's like, "What are you doing?"
Trump providing the help now, so she wanted Biden to do it.
Well, that's why I have so much fun watching some of these videos when these guys go to out in town and like, "So, what'd you think when Trump said this?" And they go through a bunch. They explain how it's racist and how it's wrong. Is like, well, what would happen if I told you that Barack Obama said that, Joe Biden said this, Kamala Harris said this? They flip on a dime, and all of a sudden it's a good idea. And it's like, you really don't give a shit what's going on. You just want to oppose Trump.
Yeah, that's really what it
is. So on July 1st, they went out just enforcing the law.
Mm-hmm.
And our press secretary, Levitt, was like, guess how many illegal immigrants were picked up in one night?
29.
29.
Isn't that how old she is?
Maybe.
I know she's young.
She's very young. Very fit, too. It's funny, there's a video I just saw recently of she went somewhere with Trump for something. I don't remember what. It was at a golf course, and she was talking to some guy, and you could see Trump get like angry. He went over and like grabbed the guy by the arm and said something to him. And you can see Caroline Levitt try to keep her cool, but she was like,
I was wrong. She's only 27.
There you go. There you go.
Probably the youngest White House press secretary ever.
Um, who was on that Trump had last time with the binder?
That was the Congress. I mean, the governor of Arkansas now.
She's a governor now?
Yeah, Huckabee, her daughter.
No, not Huckabee Sanders. Real skinny white girl, blonde, and she both her eyes looked in the same direction.
I don't know.
All right. Well, bring us into the new shit, Brian, into the other crime stuff, and I will find her name.
All right. Yes. Border Patrol just made an arrest outside of a Gavin Newsom anti-Trump rally because they found an illegal, whatever we're calling them these days, at the rally. And Gavin Newsom's trying to do everything he can do to like boost up his hopes of being the Democrat nominee for president.
Yeah, he's doing an anti-Trump rally and they're out there arresting illegal migrants at the rally.
But I don't think the rest of the country wants to be like California. So I think Jasmine Crockett has a better chance of getting the nomination than he does.
Yeah, she just got called up for being some fake hood rat.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on a previous show.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
She's not.
We've never talked about her being fake.
Yeah, she don't speak like that.
No, that's the thing is that she does that because she thinks that's the way everyone else does, and that's going to get people to listen to her. And it's like, first of all, you grew up in like a white suburban neighborhood. Then you went to like a prestigious school, then went to Harvard Law. You're not graduating Harvard Law going, you piece of shit. You are president. You know?
I don't think most people realize she graduated for Harvard Law. Isn't Harvard a racist school?
It's certainly against white and Asians, especially Asian people. You get to score like 150 points higher on your school tests to as an Asian to get into that school. Federal government had to step in, and then they like, well, we don't care what you say. We're a private school, and that was when Trump was like, "Okay, you're a private school. There goes your federal funding."
And then the New Mexico governor has just declared a state emergency over a rising crime rates, a crime crisis in Rio Arriba County.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's right near the Mexican border, and I'm pretty sure it's a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. No, it's not near the New Mexican border. It's on the other side of the state. But either way, it's still predominantly Hispanic. I wonder how many.
I think that's New Mexico in general.
There's a lot of white folks.
No, this is Native American Pueblo communities.
Oh, my mistake. There you go.
Near the Colorado state line. It's got some of the nation's highest opioid overdose rates.
Yes. So. Yeah. By the way, have you noticed you can buy Narcan now?
The shells.
No, Narcan is the stuff that they like stick you with if you're overdosing.
Oh, but where can you buy it? Like on the shell, you have to like order.
I guess so. I'm just seeing signs for it everywhere. It's like, oh, buy Narcan. It keeps you safe. I'm like, wow.
I don't see it here in Virginia.
Well, West Virginia used to have. Their numbers are down, but it used to be one of the highest in the nation for drug overdoses in general. But I'm just like, okay, so terrific, you know. I mean, I guess it's better than letting people die, but how about you just stop abusing prescription medication or, even flat out opium?
Jen Psaki?
No, Kayleigh McEnany.
Oh, yeah.
Jen Psaki was Biden's big-breasted redhead.
I think she's on MSNBC now.
Yeah, she's got her own show and it's getting crushed by like
everything
Baby
else.
Shark.
Baby Shark.
do. All right. So, oh my God, I can't believe this Cincinnati mob crap isn't done yet. So it says 6 suspects. I could have sworn there was 7. But they've been indicted and they're getting hit with extra charges to include, you're a convicted felon, you had a gun on you.
But they're getting a lot of them are getting like low bonds.
Why? What do you consider a low bond? Because the one guy got $500,000. I saw like $250,000.
Dude, Facebook's listening to me because we were talking about this guy with a football hat. Did you talk about?
Are you buying? Is it trying to sell you one now?
Football is like, hey, this is what the guy's selling. The merch. Damn, dude. And I got your headset too.
You got a new headset?
Yeah, like, no, this is my headset, and Facebook's listened to me because it just told me about the guy is selling his merch.
Oh, the Noah Knigga?
Yeah. I was like, damn, like, Facebook's listening to me.
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
No, they don't waste time.
Well, it's funny because now I'm hearing people saying that this guy that got the initial beat down before all the people were beaten down too should be arrested because, well, 2 minutes into this ass whooping, he started throwing out racial slurs. It's like, well, there were 6 to 7 people stomping him when he's on the ground.
Oh.
At that point, you're upset that he's calling you bad words after you've already started beating him unconscious?
Hold on, that like before he got beat up or while he was getting beat up?
They were already kicking his ass for over 2 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure once you get to that point,
you don't care no more. I'm dying.
Yeah. It's like, well, they're gonna kill me anyway. May as well say the most evil shit I could think of, I guess. And the worst he could think of was to call him the N-word.
Knigga?
And that's the problem, is he was just talking about a football star in Eastern Michigan. He said Noah Knigga, not I know you blank. Jeez, I mean,
I'm friends with him. I'll buy his merch. I can give you a discount.
I'll buy it for you. Please just stop.
What color do you want a hat?
They come in black and blue.
Black and
Just like me.
Black and blue. Oh my god. That's why you need to be the title. They come in black and blue. Oh, too bad they don't give you a time stamp of what time we talk about this thing. Let me go get a drink. Oh,
actually, that should. Oh, we don't have a little timer on this telling us how long we've been recording, do we?
Yeah.
Oh well, I wouldn't know where to find it, but all right. Anyway, over this, Victoria Parks, one of the board members, has resigned at least one of her positions. She was the one who said they were begging for this beatdown. This guy was begging for this beatdown. And it's like, I don't know anyone who's ever said, hey, the 6 of you, please beat me to the point where I'm completely unconscious and continue to stomp on my head, you know?
Right.
And yeah, I've heard that this guy allegedly slapped someone in the bar. That's not recorded anywhere. That's just what these folks are saying, but it's come out as like gospel truth.
Because
I mean, you'd think you would have seen that video by now, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You'd think it would be everywhere going, yeah, this guy started it. Problem is, if you slap me, I don't get to go get 5 of my friends to come back and beat you next to death and then almost kill a woman who came to make sure you weren't dead.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. All right, so did you hear about this guy? He was let out on a shock probation. You ever heard of shock probation?
No.
Yeah, neither had I. Apparently, they let someone out after a short period of time in prison, thinking they got shocked straight. Like, oh crap, this is terrible. I don't ever want to be in prison. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Problem is, this guy had been in and out of prison for like 15 years. Like a multiple offender. And the judge who let him out, check this out. He was serving 15 years for his like 15th strike, right? Of violent crimes. Judge let him out in 6 months. she's some, political activist or whatever. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's because the system's racist. So, to make sure that this guy proved her right, he went, broke into this household,
Yeah.
kidnapped a woman and her kid, drugged them to the bank, forced them to help him rob a bank, and then stabbed the woman in the abdomen.
Wow.
And the father of this kid, foster son, I guess, is like, I don't understand what's going on here. It's like, why wasn't this guy in prison? Why was he let out? Oh no, that's a different one. That the foster kid one. Sorry,
Yeah.
the Kentucky family. Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. He abducted the 2 kids and the mom. It's like, why was this guy out of jail? Why? I don't understand any of this. And of course, it's a skinny little black woman who had the big, giant, oversized feminist glasses on
Right.
that are like multicolored. Like, because, I'm so freaking aware and so woke. You're putting violent felons back on the road, on the streets to do it again.
Yeah.
And no one seems to give a shit until it's their own family. And then half the time, depending on where it happens, like, well, it's because they're disadvantaged. The bank is racist because the bank had all of this money and he didn't have any. So that's because he spent the last 10 years in prison. This foster son one. This guy is he is looking at a long time in prison.
He's not getting out on the shock treatment again?
Well, no, this is a white guy. Yeah. So both the foster parents have been arrested. 13-year-old boy was beaten to death by his foster father, according to the Pennsylvania State Police. The police say the family's home security cameras show footage of the beating taking place, and the boy's foster parents have been arrested and charged in connection with the boy's death. They shoved a back scratcher down this kid's throat. 13-year-old. And foster kid, so obviously they weren't doing this because they're benevolent people trying to help out. They were collecting a check from Pennsylvania for fostering a kid, and this is what's wrong with the system, is that we're letting people like this
Be foster
do this
parents.
shit. Yeah. Beat a 13-year-old to death? What could that kid have possibly done that warranted being beaten to death?
I think this is when I would like to see the same punishment be given to the adults that were involved in this that they did to the kids. Shove a freaking back scratcher down their throat.
An eye for an eye in this kind of situation?
Yeah.
It's tough to say no to that, Brian. Maybe only when it applies to kids or when there's such heinous crimes.
Right, yeah.
And I've been making it a point to try to share some of these heinous crimes to children lately because I want people to realize that this is actually happening. Like the girl last week you talked about, that was like a 12-year-old girl was beaten to death and left on the side of the road. They pulled their fingernails and toenails out. What the fuck is the matter with you people? And let's do the same shit to these people, and then maybe the next guy will think twice. Like, oh shit, if I beat this kid to death, they're gonna do the same to me.
That sentence right there, man. Fuck.
Yeah, and you know what? Tie the guy's hands behind his back and have somebody whose child was murdered get to carry out the sentence. So it's like actual rageful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Well, here's a good story where this teen decided to gun down an Uber driver to let off some steam.
Yeah, he actually called the Uber driver just to kill him. His girlfriend said that she had no idea this was what was going to happen, but she did get in the car with him after the guy was dead and go for a joyride until they were picked up.
Nope, but that's too.
Yeah, this teenager's life was just so stressful,
right?
That he just had to murder someone to feel better about himself.
Yep.
And you know what's going to happen to this teenager? Probably next to nothing. Because these laws won't let us put kids in prison. And I'm not talking about 10-year-olds. It says teen. How old was this teenager? I want to say he was 18 or something like that, but I'm not sure.
18. Testecleese,
New
Texas.
Mexico teenager told police he allegedly shot an Uber driver to death to let off steam, saying he was dealing with so much stress. Yeah. Shaliki Sanchez, 18, appeared in court on Saturday, days after he was arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
They killed 18 because he's 18, not because he's 17. That's why
He
they
could at
call
least
him
be tried
teenager.
as an adult, but they're still, I mean,
He's an
the
adult.
kid's
He's
name,
18.
his name is still Sanchez. So, I mean,
That's why they put teen. That's why they did it.
yeah. Which is funny because if he's a white Hispanic, he will go to prison.
He's
yeah.
white. Look at him, dude. He's white. He got.
He
dirt
looks
blood.
very white, yeah. So he might
Yeah.
actually face jail time.
Yeah, you're too white to be innocent. It's like what?
Too white to be innocent. It had to have been a racist act.
That's another title of it. Too white to be innocent.
Yeah. What's the what was the victim's name?
Some white dude.
Joseph Andrus.
Yeah, some white dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but still, that sentence, dude.
I just can't imagine just like, oh, I just need to kill random people to feel better about myself. It's like, oh man.
Well, you know what? They just need to kill some random bad guys so we can feel better about ourselves too.
And then we got the. Oh, okay.
Oh, I generally disagree with the death sentence, but I don't know.
Now
Man,
it's obvious like this.
you're probably not going to be a repeat offender if we give you a lethal injection, right?
Well, look what's going on in L.A. with the fucking the two brothers that killed the parents.
Mendez.
They want to
That was
fucking
a long time ago.
Yeah,
now
but they're getting
they're
downgraded.
They're about to
What do
get
you mean
probation.
downgraded? They're about to be let out of jail on parole.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is why I don't believe in fucking long sentence because now liberals want to fucking free them.
It was all the evidence. Like they planned this in advance.
Now they have sympathy for them, dude. Liberals, you know how fucking crazy they are.
I just don't understand the idea. Like, why is it the victim's fault? Unless, of course, it's rape. Because then that
but
means
still
it was
doesn't mean you have to do it like when they're sleeping, like. Anyways, but they tried to play the case while they were getting trial, and everybody saw through the fucking lies. So like, no, you fucking lie. If it was just that cause, they did it like
I was being abused. Like, why didn't you just sneak out the door and leave then?
Yeah.
But
anyway,
yeah,
this is what I don't believe in life sentence no more because they're no longer gonna. They try to
Plus,
fucking.
the crazy thing is, technically speaking, California has a death penalty. They just haven't used it since like 92
Virginia
or something.
used to have it until recently when we had all three branches of the government controlled by Democrats, and they got rid of it.
Governor Blackface?
Yeah, because they said, well, we don't really need it because we've never done it in 20, 30 years, so let's just get rid of it.
Yeah, but you keep it on the books for a particularly heinous crime. Just like Massachusetts did the same thing in like the 80s or the 70s. Like, oh, yeah, we don't do it anymore, so let's get rid of it. And then the Boston bombing happens. They didn't have the balls to execute them on their own, so they went and had the federal government do it. It's like, no. Do your own fucking dirty work, okay? Don't pass it on to everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of AOC's former organizers got busted for like basically enticing an attack on Jews at a high school. It's funny because AOC has come out on the side of Israel somewhat recently, which really pissed off her base. But she came out and she's like, I don't know this person. I've never heard of him. It's like, well, her name is on your paperwork saying that she worked with you. So like,
right.
You went to school with her. But that seems kind of weird. Here's pictures of you two hanging out together. No, instead of just denying this shit, be like, oh wow, that's fucking horrible. They should go to jail. That's all you gotta do. So you guys hear what this shit going on in the UK right now?
No, it sounds like entrapment.
No. Oh, everyone uses that term wrong. Just like they say treason wrong all the time. Entrapment is when the cops suggest the crime to you that you would not have done on your own, not put a situation in front of you and wait for you to break the law. But they dressed up these lady cops and had them go jogging through like the park and arrested dudes for catcalling them. Now, am I the only one who's bothered by this? Oh, I can't.
Sounds like they're breaking the law.
Well, here's the thing: is
And the
apparently,
cops in Britain have nothing better to do than put women in tracksuits and bust people calling them names.
God. And like, oh,
I
well, a
guess
lot
that
of
means
women.
crime's way down. Crime's down in England.
Okay. A lot of stabbings lately, believe it or not, since they banned guns.
It happens.
But it's funny because I saw some numbers recently. You are 800 times more likely to be arrested in the United Kingdom for a social media post than in Russia.
Canada too.
Well, I don't know the actual numbers, but the actual numbers is like UK arrested this many people, like X people, for saying nutty things on the internet. And Russia was like, yeah, we don't really arrest people for it. Now, it might be because people know better in Russia. I don't know. But it might be Russia's like, no, you can say shit all you want. You just can't, like, actually be violent, you know?
Right.
Anyway, let's move on to Mr. Gerrymander.
All right. Gavin Newsom's got it all figured out.
Yeah, yes, because he's going to do the same thing. He's going to hold a special election on November 4th to redistrict. I'm like,
no, he's got to hold a special election to get rid of the independent committee that was set up by a previous election by the population of California.
Okay, and what does this committee do that he doesn't like?
I'm not really sure because, I mean, California's not as gerrymandered as, say, Massachusetts or Maryland.
Well, it says to redraw maps.
I don't know how much more you can redraw them.
Well, you're not going to squeeze any more Democrat votes out of California.
And that's what's so hilarious about everybody freaking out about Texas because, the states that want to do it are Massachusetts, Maryland, New York,
Illinois.
They've already been gerrymandered.
Well, that's funny. Massachusetts will do the same thing. It's like you already have 100% Democrat representation.
Yeah.
It's like you might accidentally get a Republican if you draw your maps. And I put this out on Facebook recently. And one guy, because I was a Governor Moore Healy and explained the whole thing. One guy comes back, he's like, yeah, well, she's not that smart. I was like, well, she's your governor.
Yeah,
then someone else was like, well, it'll teach Texas a lesson. I was like, how is it going to teach Texas a lesson? No matter what.
Can you get less Republicans in Massachusetts than zero? Can you get a negative number?
Like, yeah, oh, you're a Republican who didn't get elected. We're going to execute you because we redrew the maps, you know? But realistically, all that could happen in Mass is they're accidentally going to draw the line and cover too much of the rural farmland where like the dairy cows are and the cornfields are or whatever, the apple trees, and accidentally put a Republican in place. I'm like, go ahead, waste all your money, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
You'll feel better about yourselves, and literally nothing will change. And Illinois, how? Dear God, could you imagine?
Yeah, that's everybody fled to Illinois because they're the poster child of not gerrymandering.
Have you seen their maps? Some of these districts look like hourglasses.
I think we got a thumbnail for a show title, possibly.
We might. Who's gerrymander?
It's a salamander.
Gerrymander? That's a salamander. And it's one of the districts in Illinois that looks like a salamander. Oh, man.
You know, it's funny, like how everybody's learning about all the ever since Trump was running for office, dude, like everybody started rereading the Constitution.
Well, it's funny you say that because a little bit ago, a couple months ago, I put out on social media. I was like, everyone who's going to start quoting and citing this Constitution should probably read it themselves. Mm-hmm. And that dude I've mentioned before, Sean, was like, you might consider doing the same thing yourself, considering the job you had for so long. And I was like, Yeah, I've read it. I know what I'm talking about. And before I go and cite it on the internet, I actually go and look at it to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Like these guys are that's unconstitutional. Like they'll say separation of church and state. I'm like, where does it say church and state
There's
anywhere in
nowhere.
the Constitution?
Oh, we don't have it in here, I don't think, but I heard about it on the No Agenda show today. Apparently, there's a Texas law in place where the public schools have to put up the Ten Commandments in all the schools. And
Well,
everybody's
it's
freaking out about separation of church and state because the
but
Ten Commandments are the Ten Commandments.
but there's nowhere in the Constitution about this
Yeah, it's nowhere in the Constitution. It's
because they want to leave it
And
to
the
the
Ten
state.
Commandments aren't like
just Christian or just Jewish.
no, they're like
Just like
they're
for all
basically
law.
10 rules that if you follow, you'll stay out of jail.
For the most part, yeah. I will say, I am the Lord your God, place no God above me, do not worship false idols, etc. Like the first three are more morality than like, hey, that's wrong. And I understand that, like honor thy mother and thy father. If your parents are beating the shit out of you, you don't have to like, okay, dad, and you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But like, yeah, don't kill, don't steal, don't bang your neighbor's wife.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Jeez
Cuts down
Louise.
on neighborhood disputes if you don't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to start a friggin' gunfight in your neighborhood, and then, dear God, the police having to deal with this feud that starts because Bob nailed John's wife, and John lives 2 houses down.
Isn't
So
that
they're-
how the Hatfield and McCoy feud got started?
honestly, I have no idea how it started. It could well have been over a woman, but geez,
And
just
then
like that.
Beto
Just like in
O'Rourke,
Virginia, they
everybody
lit the guy on
loves
fire.
everybody loves Beto O'Rourke. He's like the poster child of Texas Democrats. He's been trying to raise funds for the Texas Democrats that fled the state so they'd be
Trying
able to
to.
survive.
Didn't he fund their
Escape.
escape?
Yep.
Yeah, so a judge like you can't do that. Isn't that bribery? Giving gifts in order to sway a vote.
You would think so, but they're not really swaying a vote.
They're stopping the vote from happening, which is it's
Okay.
against our democracy. Which, by the way, the word democracy doesn't show up in the Constitution once either.
Because we're not a democracy.
Interesting. Brian just inhaled beer. That looked like
Yes.
it hurt.
It did
That
a little
looked like
bit,
it hurt a
but
lot.
we're a representative republic, not a democracy.
By the way, I will say though, this is not the first time the Democrats have done this in Texas.
No, they do it every like 5-10 years.
Yeah,
And the shit's still gonna pass. It's just a matter of when. They're now saying they're gonna come back to the state now that the special session's over. Also, people don't realize that Texas has one of the weirdest legislation processes ever. They
Yes.
are part-time legislators. They do not even meet every year in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I mean, in Virginia, where they're part-time too, but they meet like 3, maybe 4 months out of the year to do the state's business.
yeah, exactly. I get that too. You only have to get together every so often, but like even like twice a month to get together and be like, hey, anything new? Or even once a month, hey, anything new? Okay, nope. All right, everyone go back to work, you know?
Yeah. But Texas is even less than that.
No, it's because Texas like we got it down. We got to figure it out. So that was when Governor Hot Wheels, as Jasmine Crockett called them.
Yeah, not racist.
Well, not
you know,
racist, no.
his nickname is Rolling Thunder.
Yes. Oh, he should have put flames on his wheelchair when she said
I know, dude. I would do that shit.
I would have. It would have been great. Like I'm Governor Hot
Yeah.
Wheels.
Hell yeah.
It's not racist though, Brian. It's ableist.
I would put spinners on that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Spinners.
Put a baseball card in it so it goes click, 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 click when you roll around. Oh. But yeah, that was why he was like, all right, let's have a special meeting, get everyone together, and we'll have a vote. And yeah, what was it? I think 2021 was the last time they did this. So it was only like 4 years ago when they ran away and said, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And they fled the state. We don't like gerrymandering. Let's go to Illinois.
Yeah, there's no gerrymandering there.
Oh my God. The only way it would have been better is Massachusetts because they literally
Right.
invented it.
None. They invented the term gerrymandering.
Yeah, well, they named it after the governor who did it. Yeah, you bring that up, people in Mass, like, where'd you get that from? Like, that's public record. Like, here are the newspaper articles. What? Here's the guy who was in office. That was his name.
Right.
You know? And let's be real. What are the odds to get all 8 districts in Massachusetts to all vote the same way without having some kind of greasing of the
Gerrymander.
wheels? Yeah, without something to go ahead and make it happen the way you want.
Right.
Especially when nearly 40% of the state voted Trump, but they have
Yeah.
no representation in their federal government.
That's not talked about very much either. But they talked about it on the No Agenda show recently, but yeah, it's not. It's crazy.
Like California, I think it was something like it was more than Massachusetts voted Trump. At least they do have some Republican representation, though. That's a big honking state.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, there's been talk about splitting the state up.
Yeah, well, the problem is what? Do you think Northern California is going to vote different than Southern California?
Yes, I do. I've
So the
been in
guys-
Northern California. They're definitely more conservative than Southern California.
So as soon as you cross that border into Washington or Oregon, they switch right back to Democrat.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. I suppose they'll have their own district maps too if they had their own state. But good luck. How are you going to get that to happen? Like seriously, how are you going to get California split in half? You would need what? You'd have to poll the people. Then how do you decide where the border is?
It's got to be a whole freaking congressional thing again. Yeah, it's not easy to do.
No, but yeah. As far as I'm aware, I think West Virginia is the only state to ever split off from another
That was
state.
because of the Civil War.
Yeah, they
And
went.
in Virginia took the northern part of Virginia, DC part. That's why.
That was different. That was just to be part of the capital, not we're making our own state.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny though. Civil War starts. Virginia goes to fight for the Confederacy. When the men are out fighting, the people in Western Virginia that are left behind that didn't go to fight, like, hey, when all the men are away fighting, let's vote to leave and join the Union. Let them go die in this war when if any of them that come back, we'll be like, wait a minute, what happened? All right. So Putin, this was several days ago. Yeah, he told the U.S. that he's ready to end the war right now. He just wants the eastern part of Ukraine.
Never gonna happen.
Basically, exactly what he already said he wanted, and what
Ukraine's never gonna agree to that.
Why'd they agree to the Crimea thing then?
I don't think. Probably because the United States said do it.
That was Obama, right?
Yeah.
So under Obama, Russia walks in, takes what they want. Under Trump, Russia sat down, shut the fuck up. Under Biden, Russia walks in and says, we're taking this too.
Yep.
To get access to this other part.
Uh-huh.
And they're blaming Trump. Like,
Right.
Trump's a Putin puppet. And I'm like, Putin minded his own
Trump's
business.
just looking for ways to get us out of all these foreign conflicts that Biden got us into. And he did it in the previous administration. He's the only president that didn't bring us into any new wars.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we carried out one strike in his first time as president, and one since.
Yeah.
The Moab, right?
Uh-huh.
And then now the bunker busters. Anyway, Putin has come to Alaska. He's probably still there right now. I don't know. Talking to Trump about what we can do to end this war in Ukraine. And I'm like, why is Trump doing this? Why isn't Zelensky sitting down with him too?
Zelensky wasn't invited to these talks.
I thought he was, and he said no thanks.
Maybe, but it wasn't because Biden or Trump said he couldn't go.
Well, you heard about one leverage that Trump got against Russia is to
What now?
One of the leverage that Trump may have against Russia is to sanction whatever country put extra tariffs.
He already
Which
has.
Whichever country that deals with Russia buy oil, like India and China.
He already did. He doubled the tariff on India when India bought Russian oil. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It went from a 25% to a 50% tariff because India went and did business with Russia.
Yeah, and I think he can leverage that against Russia to stop this war.
Well, and you know what? I heard someone's like, "Well, how is tariffing India going to affect Russia?" I'm like, because Russia's not selling oil to fund their war effort.
Yeah,
Because India would rather do business with us than buy oil from Russia.
we can sell them oil too.
We can sell Saudi Arabia can sell them oil.
You know who else can sell oil? Argentina too.
Yeah, Venezuela with their garbage oil because they don't know how to refine it. Shit, India could pull their own oil out of the ground. That place is huge.
They need to learn how to.
I don't know. Are they drilling their own oil or do they have laws against it?
No, but I don't know why. Okay, why India's fucking travel to space? Just learn how to fucking drill your own oil, then probably worry about space later.
Yeah, and that they're probably like the people here, like, oh no, it's dirty to drill for oil. We'll just buy it from somewhere else. It's like, well, you're worried about climate change and global warming.
Yeah, how's that working in Canada?
Well, you're still burning the oil in your own country. You're still buying.
We got fucking wildfires fires going on still in Canada, LA.
Now say in California again.
Again?
Yeah.
But they're not as bad as Canada, where you're not even going in the woods anymore because
got rescued now.
You'll get a fine if you have to be rescued.
If you hike it, what if you're walking from somewhere from your mailbox? You're gonna get arrested too.
Well, it's only if you need to be rescued, I believe, right, Brian?
And there's also I think so, and then there's a chance of being in prison for it too.
Oh my God! Yes, here in West Virginia, if you go out in the state parks and they have to come and get you because like something happened, you're not fined, you're not charged or indicted, nothing like that happens, but you have to pay the cost that it was to come get you. We had to assemble a crew. We had to get a helicopter. You know. Yeah. Well, it keeps people from going out and
doing dumb stuff.
It doesn't stop people, but why should I? Why should I pay for your dumbass who doesn't know what they're doing in the woods to go get lost in the woods? Right?
It's like, I want to be with nature. I want to get stuck with bears. And
that's fine. The state parks are hundreds of acres. Tons of it has like mapped out trails.
And they want to get off
with like handrails. And yeah, just follow the trail, enjoy, go look at the waterfall, go on the Almost Heaven swing. Have I told you about these swings?
Yeah, I heard, but
yeah. You go see the swing, sit on, get a picture of it. Cool. If you want to step over that railing and go out in the woods, you're on your own now. Like, we're not going to stop you, but if you get washed away by the river, and we had to bring in a crew and a helicopter, you're paying for the helicopter, you're paying for the fuel, you're paying all the guys who had to take time off of work to come get your ass.
I just want to know, can I keep you guys' PlayStation before you get lost?
Yeah, right? Yeah. Hey, if you get lost out there, I can have your new Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of, before we move on to the next topic here, wife shared an article with me. I almost shared it to the group, but I knew it was going to get lost in there somewhere because it was just a Facebook post.
Oh,
and it screws up when you click on them. But
my bad about that.
No, don't worry. I immediately saw that and shared the article after that anyway. There was this bear in Pennsylvania, I think it was, and they tranked it because it was in like a community, like a suburban neighborhood. So they hit it with a trank gun. Bear wanders off, whatever, and starts to get groggy from the drugs kicking in. Fell into the river, and it was starting to like drown because it couldn't like keep itself up. Everyone's just sitting there recording this and watching it, like, oh my god. Some dude sees it, kicks off his shoes, dives in the water. There's pictures of this guy with his arms around this bear's neck, holding its head above water, dragging it back to shore. Russian guy, by the way.
Russian bear.
Hold on, this is Russia?
No, this was in Pennsylvania, but it was a Russian guy
Oh,
who
yeah,
saved
they
the
don't fucking
bear.
fear. They don't fucking fear bears.
Well, the
They
thing
work.
was completely trained to the point it was going to drown. Like, what's it
Uh,
going to do?
yeah.
But he brings it out and like, so why'd you jump in and save this bear? And he's like, in my country, we don't just let animals die. You know, like
Right.
all you were just gonna watch this thing drown when it couldn't
Because
stand up.
because everybody here is out of shape and fucking dumb.
Well,
Yeah, and
Trump's
it's
fixing that with the presidential fitness
All
authority.
right, let him continue with the story.
he's open. But that's the thing is, more people would rather pull out their phone and document it than
Yeah,
to
because
fucking
they might
do
get
something.
Instagram famous.
Oh my god.
They want to be
Be the guy on the
influencers.
video. Be the guy in the video who saved the animal or stopped the rape. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but all of these people are like, okay. Honestly, dude, we fucking people are scared to fucking help because then you end up in
You get
fucking
arrested.
trouble. Yeah,
Daniel Penny
yeah. But even
and
before
Daniel
that,
Perry too.
say again, who?
And Daniel Perry too.
I don't know who's that.
He was in Texas. He was in his car, and a group of these quote protesters came up, and this guy had his rifle in the street, completely legal to carry a rifle, right? He had his rifle at the low ready, but then he lifted his weapon and pointed it at this dude in his car. So that guy pulled out his pistol and fired. He got arrested. He actually got convicted. I think he got convicted and pardoned by Trump, but I'm not sure.
I think he did too.
Federal level.
That's what I'm wondering because he might not have been convicted, or he might have been pardoned by
The state.
Why can't I think of the Texas governor's name?
Abbott.
Abbott.
Abbott. Yeah, he might have been pardoned by Abbott. Like, are you kidding me? The guy tried to kill him.
Yeah, but like he got arrested because he shot at the but he went. He disappeared because he shot. He shot the guy, or he shot in the air.
He shot and killed him.
Oh, okay, yeah, self defense.
Well, yeah, they're like, oh, you murdered him. He's like, he pointed a rifle at me.
Yeah.
It's like, am I supposed to let this guy shoot me with a rifle from close range? Because let's be 100% real here.
Also, like other people, like, oh, he got a knife. Why you have to shoot him? Because he got a fucking knife.
That, and check this out. At 25 feet distance,
you could kill somebody with people can kill you with a knife.
Not just that, but I can draw and throw my knife at 25 feet, or even run up to you, draw my knife and run up to you in less time than it takes you to draw your weapon, take it off a safe, cock it, take aim, and fire.
Especially if it was in your purse.
There's an old police video about this. They showed it from the air.
Yeah.
And you can see how long it takes for the cop to respond to the knife, running with the knife, you know?
Yeah. And
you guys see you guys see the ice video? The guy with the machete in LA?
No, but machetes are fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
dude.
this guy's with the machete or something in LA, and the guys arrested him and stuff. It's an interesting video.
You can have a machete on you, just don't be brandishing it like you're gonna hurt somebody, right?
Depends on the state, because now that in Texas they allow you to carry swords, and I think as long as you got a quiver on it.
Yeah, a quiver. Yeah. Quivers for arrows, but a scabbard.
Is it scabbard? Okay.
Scabbard, yeah.
Scabbard. Because in Salvador, everybody is somebody who's from the country because they carry a machete with a scabbard on it. And I only see one time when one of the guys hit another guy with the machete because I don't know what happened, but you can see the guy fucking running, bleeding and stuff, and the guy with the machete, like country guy, the guy, the country hat, the country clothing and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck you did with that guy?
Oh, I got a
don't
machete.
Fuck with the guy with the machete.
Yeah. I got a machete
like everybody
here.
just look at him like, don't fuck with country people.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like, did you see what he had on him? What were you
thinking? Yeah, there's no way to hide it. Why are you fucking with him?
I'm gonna tell you that I know as a fact you can carry a sword in Virginia.
Because you got arrested?
Well, they tried to arrest me. They tried to arrest me, and that was what that whole shit went down. Right over by Lynnhaven Drive. Right out where Lynnhaven is right next to Mercury. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But,
You know,
but
what? I wish I was a bike rider. I would carry like a fucking ninja with a fucking sword on the back, like a Kill Bill.
dueling katanas on your back,
Yeah, not just fucking
Deadpool
katana.
style.
Yeah, like. Oh my god! But
I
I
don't
know
know.
bike. I tried to ride a bike and I just horrible. I fell and I'm like, no, I'm not trying this.
Uh, a motorcycle or a bicycle?
Motorcycle.
You just don't know how to do it, or you don't trust yourself, or what?
I try. I fell. Like, I was in
You
my
gotta if you
20s.
first you don't succeed, you gotta try again.
Well, it's probably my fault because I tried on wet grass. I was just hanging out with friends and shit. Like, nah, I'm not
Well, I
doing this.
mean, dirt. Was it a dirt bike or like a
Motorcycle.
yeah, like a Honda or something?
It's like a It's like a crush rocket.
Oh, well, yeah. Honda makes
Yeah,
plenty of crotch rockets.
yeah.
Their
I,
CBR series.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, it's just like I never tried.
It's funny. Just today, I mentioned to the wife, I was like, I think the last time I've ridden any kind of motorcycle was at an Air Force party you took me to. And she looked at me
Airport.
like, what? She was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You brought me to some party with the Air Force buddies, and we we talked to the homeowner, and we went into his garage. He had like 7 dirt bikes, like 3 ATVs, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "Yeah, go take it for a ride." And I went tooling around the neighborhood, and then I
Uh
got lost in this like the suburban ticky tacky houses. You know what I'm talking about? They all look the same. They all look just the same.
cookie cutter fucking houses everywhere,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. And I was buzzing back and forth, like, what's going on here?
And
Until I
you weren't
finally found
drunk.
I had a couple beers, yes, but it was a ton of fun. It'd been a while since I'd been on a motorcycle before that. It was real fun to get that thing up on one wheel and go buzzing down the freaking little suburban road on a bike that was not legal to be on the road anyway.
Right.
And before that, I had a mini bike, a little mini chopper. I think it
Mm.
was a 110cc that went like 65 miles an hour.
Oh,
I used
nice.
to ride that thing all over Hampton roads. I rode on the streets. A cop would look at me like I'm crazy, but they never bothered me. Like,
Yeah,
it's got
long
a
as they're
helmet on. Well, that they would probably like. I have no idea if that's street legal or not, which it definitely wasn't, and it wasn't registered. But they would always look at me and wave, and be like, "Hey, oh crap!" It was great though. That sucker got like 80 miles to a gallon.
nice.
Like I filled it once a year. Then I ended up taking gas out at when I put it away for the winter. You know. But let's move back onto foreign conflict. We got way off topic there for a
Oh
minute.
yeah.
Brian shared me this article, and it says Chinese ship crashes in showdown with Philippines boat in contested waters.
Well,
You did see the video?
I thought it was like what another article said it was 2 Chinese vessels.
2
Yeah.
Chinese ships were
You
trying
know-
to intimidate.
Filipino
Oh,
boat.
okay.
You
Now,
guys
was
saw the
it-
video?
And then
I-
I think I saw it. And then the Philippines boat tried to render assistance and Chinese declined it.
Okay, they were chasing the Filipino boat. I don't know why, but you can see they collide.
Because these
slow
are the
motion.
islands that the freaking Chinese have built man-made islands.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of boat was it though? I mean, it's
There's
a boat. Was
they
it
look
like
like
a fishing boat?
cruisers. They look like cruisers and stuff. I'm like, but it was so
No,
bad.
the Chinese ships. Yes, I'm saying this Filipino boat.
No idea.
Like,
You can only see the fantail video. You see it? I can send you the video and stuff. It's hilarious.
I saw the picture of the 2 wrecked Chinese ships.
Oh,
Like, how
no,
did
they
you
were
guys
like-
do that?
They're like somebody. The con officer suck. Whoever was telling the other one like what to do and stuff like that, he suck ass.
It sounds like they had no coordination between vessels.
Yeah. Well, it's just closing. Oh yeah, and you can see the seamen's on the forecastle put in a buoy like me about to hit put a fucking like those fender things.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll bounce off.
Oh yeah, I was like, you cannot stop that shit. Like it's gonna hit.
Oh, that was tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in damage.
Yes, the forecastle. I don't think it's that like expensive. Honestly, depends on what kind of Chinese labor you get out of it.
Well, I don't know. You have to pay guys to like.
Well,
And you have
China,
to buy
you just get the slave from,
They're a communist, yes, but they're a capitalist communism, which is weird. Like, you can still own property, which is strange.
And you can still get rich in China.
As long as the Chinese government agrees with what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask what's the name of the guy from what's the name? He lost all his money.
China just took it.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, I sent you the video so you can see it too real quick.
Oh shit! Do you know how to share stuff? You can share this video, you know.
No, I don't. I don't got. It's just it's an Instagram too. So yeah,
Instagram.
Well,
I don't waste my time with that.
Well, that's the only way I can watch videos like randomly and stuff. Like, oh, okay.
I use YouTube or Rumble for that mostly, but anyway, in response to this, Trump sent 2 U.S. warships.
Of course,
to these
the
disputed
stupid
waters.
thing is on. It's got music. It's stupid.
Does it got music?
Yeah.
Well, just fucking mute it and like watch it.
I'm working on it. I had to figure out where the mute button was.
Scarborough Shoal, I guess it's the whatever. Yeah, the 2 Chinese ships collided earlier this week while chasing a smaller Philippine ship. The high seas accident raised concerns about maritime safety and questions about the extent to which the U.S. should involve itself in longstanding tensions between those countries.
Why? Okay, here we go. You can see like
that is too close.
Too close. They fucking hit.
I know they hit.
Like you can see the Filipino boat escape. You're front, like this is the front.
Yeah, look,
side.
I can see right through the front end of that ship.
Yeah, you can see the number. Yeah, and then like this is the chase. Okay, they're chasing this guy. He's like
that first ship. Oh yeah, I was saying it looks like a U.S. Coast Guard vessel. Maybe it was a Filipino Coast Guard.
No. This is Chinese.
That's Chinese Coast Guard.
Yeah, this is guy had recorded right here. The Filipino. Yep, the fantail. That's a Filipino. Boom.
And they almost hit the Filipino ship too.
Yeah, but you go back a little bit, you can see they're like fucking tossing the fenders and stuff. Like,
oh my god.
On. Well, that's not included in the video you shared.
No. You watch it. You see like before this one. Hold on. It's gonna come up in a second.
Yeah. For anyone who's just listening.
Yeah.
There's a big hole in the front of the ship. Right above the water, like, look at that! You tell me that's not expensive to fix?
Oh yeah, you can see
the front end was crumpled, dude.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's not, like I said, it's not millions of dollars, but well, yeah, actually, depends on labor and like
the steel alone is millions of dollars.
If you recycle it,
recycle it. Okay, so now you're talking about we're gonna melt it down.
Well,
and
just
then
cut. Like, okay, you know what? Actually, all you have to do is cut. It's like down ships get put together. They don't fucking build it from scratch up. Like, well,
correct.
I don't know if they got. I don't know if they got the technologies yet, but that's how ships are built right now. And that you do like sections and you put it together.
Yeah. Yes, they'll cut out the damaged section and put in a new piece. And that hunk of steel that they just lost is probably 3/4 of an inch thick. And that was what 10 feet high, 10 feet tall, at least by
15, 20.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big piece of steel.
I mean, let's not give Chinese tips right now. Why are you saying like? But you could cut it and probably replace it within a week. Let's be honest. If you got the money, wait, they got the money.
Anyway, we sent out the USS Higgins. It's a guided missile destroyer, and the USS Cincinnati. It's a littoral combat ship. I'm still not sure what a littoral combat ship is.
It's a newer class of ship, and I think it's like a flat bottom boat, so it can go in closer to shore.
Okay. Whatever. Then we don't need to keep making new ships, but whatever.
I'll look it up for you here. Let's see.
So these
it's a relatively small, fast, agile warship designed for operation in near-shore environments.
Sounds like a frigate.
They are designed to counter threats like mines, submarines, and fast service aircraft.
Sounds like a frigate.
There's only 2 ships: the Freedom and the Independence.
What's the Cincinnati then?
Sounds like that's a sub.
It said USS Cincinnati, a literal was sent over there with a
Oh, there's two classes. Okay, the Freedom and the Independence. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's more than two.
like a CBN or a CVC, a
Yeah.
CV.
Yeah, like Carl and the Nimitz class carriers and the Ford class carriers.
Yeah. All right. These COVID mRNA shots, apparently they're creating, quote, numerous off-target products. And by that, they mean sticky, spiky things that get in your blood and get stuck in your heart and damage your heart. I wonder if this could
Right.
have anything to do with all the world-class athletes dropping dead on the field of play after getting these shots. No? Am I the only one who put those two together? It's just all this stuff is coming out with long-term side effects.
Well, and
And
this is one of the reasons why, that the CDC has gotten rid of funding for mRNA virus vaccines. I mean, there's nothing saying that drug companies can't continue testing and making them, but the federal government said no, they're not going to pay for any more of your, research.
yeah, go ahead, do your research, get a vaccine that works. Awesome. And what's even better, if you get one that works effectively and doesn't have these side effects after the proper vetting process that we're supposed to do, that Trump skipped. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna tear Trump a new asshole on this one. He was the one who did Operation Warp Speed. He was the
Yes,
one who
he
skipped
was.
the process to test these drugs properly first.
Yeah.
He was the one who said 2 weeks to slow the curve, that then turned into states locking people down and arresting people for going to church.
Yep.
And then they came out with a 6-foot rule. And then it turns out this shit can travel 25 feet from your breath. So the 6-foot thing, even Fauci said, yeah, we just kind of made that up and made people feel better.
All right.
What the
We have a
fuck?
viewer on YouTube.
Oh, do we?
Yep.
Is it Michael?
Yes. He says, "All right, you bastards, I'm watching now. Robert Kiyosaki, and it's right below her nose, the mute button." That's probably to me when I was trying to figure out how to Instagram you. Instagram.
The former New York governor, I'm guessing that's Cuomo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave Mamdani a hard time because he's
'Cause
talking
he's in a
about
rent control apartment.
Yeah.
he's paying $2,300 a month and he's loaded. He's worth a ton of money. He's actually the very guy that he wants to make illegal in New York.
Right. So what's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
Or his mom. His mom has like a friggin' multi-million-dollar mansion. And then he wants to like basically price control all of these apartments. And didn't shoot, was it Arkansas or something that did an experiment in these government grocery stores that just closed down?
Yes, they did. The letter the letter for nonprofit organization, a nonprofit organization run it, and they had to like subsidize it. And they were asking for more money. And like, no, we cannot afford you no more.
Did you see that they showed pictures of it? The
Oh,
shelves
it's
were all but
horrible.
empty,
Yeah.
and the food was all rotten. It's like I wouldn't eat any of this garbage. It's like, well, welcome to the friggin' government-run shit. And you can say, oh, it's not government, it's non-profit. How many of these quote non-profit organizations closed down as soon as we cut off USAID? Can't tell me you're not non-profit. You can't tell me you're a non-government organization and then not have any funding once the government, or have to shut down once the government stops paying into USAID. Like, you're obviously some kind of government organization, even if you're not officially a government organization, if you can't survive without their money.
And you can see about the results now, like how there's no protests, nothing going on, like nothing crazy extreme, because they're not getting paid. There's no more money.
Yeah, and who's going to stop crime? Like, let's be real. Who's going to stop shoplifting at a place that nobody owns?
Nobody.
Nobody's going to go out there and call the cops because they don't give a shit. I mean, the guy.
Everybody going to pull the camera just so that can be the latest decision.
Yeah, I'm just. And I understand why the guy stocking the shelves doesn't give a shit. But you might at least be like, hey man, call the cops. This guy just walked out with a cart full of stuff. Or if it gets so bad, the guy who owns the place is gonna start locking shit up or hiring security to
Yeah.
protect his bottom line. But the government won't do that. And it's like, oh look, all the food's gone, but no money came in. Huh, I wonder where it went.
It was shoplifted.
Yeah. Just like how many places have you been where you had to ask someone to open the cabinet to get razors to shave?
I'm trying to avoid those places.
Yeah, because
But
you don't shave.
No, I still shave. I still shave. I had the shave bite right here in the bottom of my neck.
Electric clippers will do that if you're just doing the neck is a little different.
Yeah, it's just, I still got. I get the double-sided blade, the old-fashioned ones.
Oh, the safety razor?
No, the one that like the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they're called safety razors when you have to screw them down in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess the last time I bought a razor blade.
How's that
Well,
work?
those things last a long time.
I know. I was like every time I finish shaving, heat it, wash it with hot water, and like dry it with a towel.
Yeah.
So keep the
I mean,
edge.
they will dull, but it takes a long time.
Yeah. So like dude, like 10 years ago since the last time I bought razor because I bought it like a stack.
Yeah.
I haven't been through them all of them yet. So
It's funny, living in Virginia, and actually at the end of my Navy enlistment, I actually was using a straight edge. Like the blade folds out and
yeah, I
like
still
old
got
school
one.
barber.
I got one of this. I still haven't learned how to use it.
Oh man, you got to keep that sucker sharp or you will cut yourself something nasty. Yeah, and here's something a lot of people don't realize: a dull blade is dangerous because
Oh, yeah.
it'll slip, and then you slice yourself with the part that's not dull. Oh, I think we already mentioned AOL is ending the dial-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on the show. I think
I thought we did. Okay, my
No,
mistake.
no. Just I brought it up. They just canceled this week.
I could have sworn we brought it up last week, but all right.
No, it was this week. That's why I put it there.
Trump says gold is not affected by these tariffs.
What kind of gold?
Gold, like if you
Any
want to buy
gold.
bars of gold.
Okay.
Which I mean, cool, I guess. I still can't buy Russian money, which remember when this war started right away, I was like, we need to start buying these rubles because it's gonna dump. We have to buy it when it's
but
low.
that's not allowed.
Yeah, they like, no, you can't do that. I was like, why not? Why can't I go to the exchange and get Russian currency?
Yeah.
Because probably handing them US dollars helps them pay for their war effort, but I don't know. I should be able to go to the exchange and get some though, and when they run out, they just can't get more.
I didn't even know there was any dial-up internet still out there. Truthfully,
Only AOL, from what I understand. And I remember when I saw this the first time, I was like, I didn't know AOL was still around. I know
I
they
didn't
got
either. I stopped getting discs a while back.
I know that they got bought up by Yahoo. I thought they just got absorbed. I didn't realize you could still like sign onto the internet with AOL.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but does it still go? You've got mail.
I
No,
think
they
it's
don't
still
do
it's
that.
still got
They don't
well,
do
that's
that.
AOL mail.
Well, yeah, you signed into AOL, and it would let you know right away if you had mail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
You've
I
got
had
mail.
CompuServe when it was dial-up.
We had AOL when it was dial-up.
Yeah, so did I.
Way back in the day with the AIM.
I remember
AOL
my
Instant Messenger.
The instant messenger.
I remember before internet, my stepfather had a computer, and all I could play in that was like solitary. I was
Oregon
like,
Trail.
no, I just have solitary and the Minecraft.
Oh yeah, we get to find the bombs.
Yeah. And Minesweeper, yeah, Minesweeper. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I thought you could do more to it, but unless you like actually know what you're doing, they're like programs,
spreadsheets.
Yeah, but no, you. I don't know. Microsoft came out with spreadsheet back then.
Yeah. The internet, by the way, predates most people knowing anything about it for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on the internet in the 80s.
Yeah.
Did you for real?
Yeah, late 80s.
Especially
Yeah, I was
because
on the internet.
Yeah, because I remember that my stepfather had a computer, but no internet until like the late like 95. I'm sorry, 97, 98. That's when he had internet.
I was on the
Oh,
internet long before that.
we had
Yeah.
dial-up AOL, probably late 80s in my house.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, get off the phone. I need to.
And I was
Yeah.
I was in San Diego at the time, and that was a higher tech area.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's true.
I used to play a game called, I actually still make it Red Alert, Command and Conquer.
Sounds familiar.
It's a war game.
Yeah.
You typically use U.S. versus Russia.
Hold on, let me see.
But-
Red alert.
But I would call my buddy up, like, "Hey man, you want to play Command and Conquer?" But yeah, I was like, "All right, I'll call you, okay?" He's like, "Yeah." So he'd go and sit down at his computer, and he'd boot up the game and hit play online, and he just had to accept a call, and he would wait for his computer to say incoming call, and he would click the button, and my computer would call him directly, so we could play with each other.
I remember this game. Yeah.
Yeah,
God damn, dude.
how different things have got now. Now you
you're getting old.
Yeah, but now you log into your Xbox and you play it against 30 other guys in a freaking Call of Duty game, and you know, what I mean, there's no lag, no nothing.
I see the Battlefield 6 now. Like, damn, this look good.
I gave up on Call of Duty when Modern Warfare came out. I liked the World War I, World War II setup they had.
Well, remember when Biden said everybody should learn how to code?
Yes.
Yeah, and then all the Republicans started saying the same thing. Then all of a sudden it was racist and mean.
Yeah, but then AI took their jobs, and now they're all working at Chipotle.
Yeah, share that. Like, I was like, oh my god. hold on. No, because all this feminists like, oh yeah, we getting all these degrees and shit. Like, why? So you can end up learning how to use how to make a sandwich.
They don't make sandwiches at Chipotle.
I know, but I say sandwich and burritos. I'm sorry. You know what? You want to make a sandwich. You want to make a burrito. I'm take it. I take it.
Now, okay. I would just like to make a quick point here. Actually, let me bring up a thing. Woman, she was on Bravo, I guess, for a while. Now she's a social media influencer. She said these people that voted for Trump shouldn't be allowed to eat at Chinese food restaurants or Mexican food or Indian food. They should
all these places are going to go out of business.
Well, she's like, no, they should all have to go to Cracker Barrel. I was like, first of all, Cracker Barrel is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, second of all, what most Mexican food you get is all actually American food, and these Tex-Mex. But here's the thing: is like, do you really think people that speak Spanish would call their food little donkey or donkey baby, depending on what you want to call it? Burrito? Isn't that little small donkey?
Yeah, you know why? You can load it up with whatever you want.
Yeah,
that's why I call him donkey, little donkey, because you can load it up with whatever you want.
They do all the work for you.
Yeah.
That's it's funny though. Like China, like, oh, Chinese food. I'm like, do you realize the Chinese are eating like
they don't eat anything
food?
like the Chinese food we get in America.
They're not eating egg rolls.
All three of us have been around the world. We've eaten Chinese food in every country we've ever been in, and ain't nothing like what we get in America.
Dude, I went to there's a Chinese restaurant here. They got like roasted duck, just hanging in a hanger. You can see the eyeballs and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is usually you get the actual Chinese are eating food with the eyeballs still in it.
Yeah, they're like, most of the people eat rice and beans everywhere.
Oh, apparently they're eating fucking bats they're finding in caves, right? Isn't that what they told us with COVID?
Mm-hmm. That's China. That's downtown China.
no,
not like us. Uptown China. We Chinese. We get the fucking house fried rice in this house. No, but like Indian food. Curry got curry got invented like somewhere.
England.
Yeah.
India.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. The United Kingdom made most of that food because they owned India. And what was it, chicken tikka masala or something like that? Like like the only dish most people would eat from an Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
It was made in Scotland.
It's made with haggis.
Yeah.
The fried chicken got man, Scotland. Dude, the Scottish got they
Scottish
had it
did
going
fried
on.
chicken, yeah.
Something happened. I don't know what happened.
And then they lied to us, so we eat haggis instead of fried chicken.
We could have got. They could have beat fucking the
the new
Popeyes,
KFC.
the KFC, but they fucking dropped the ball long time ago.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. They could have cashed in on this early.
I don't know what this means, but he's got Luke Oil stocks.
Who?
I don't know what Luke Oil is. Is it a cannabis company or is it an oil company?
Oh, that's oil company.
Look,
Maybe
I
it's
think I had it for a
an
while.
Indian oil company.
Mm.
I don't know. Check this out though. Google just got busted collecting all of these grand old party fundraising emails,
Uh-huh.
marking them as suspicious and dumping them into spam so that you never get them.
Of course.
But you still get the ones from the Democrats asking for money now. Luckily, I've never given money to either party because I say fuck them both.
Yep.
So I don't get a shit ton of emails. I don't get the hey Jeffrey, it's Don Jr.
Yeah,
I don't get
I
those
still
anymore
get those. I
either.
still get those.
Every $5 you send is one more illegal gone. And the Supreme Court's actually been officially asked to have a look at the I can't remember what that was called. The decision that allowed same-sex marriage.
Dissent. Oh no. It was
Yeah, I can't
about
remember.
the lady from West Virginia. No, was it from West Virginia?
I don't see anything happening with this.
I don't know. It was 5-4 last time, and those
I
four
mean,
are
I guess
still
we did
there.
get rid of Roe versus Wade after a while, but I mean,
All they do is kick it back to the states, and like it's the states' decision, not the federal government's decision.
Yeah.
That's what they did with
Roe versus
abortion.
Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, you might be able to get married in Massachusetts, but when you go to Kentucky, they won't recognize your marriage certificate. We'll see. Now, they've just been asked to pick it up. This doesn't mean they're even going to listen to
No,
it.
yeah, they get to pick and choose what cases they take. So
They might be giant cowards. I'm not touching that with a 100-foot stick. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's where I put my money.
Yeah, that's what I thought with abortion too, but the Dobbs decision came down anyway. You know, so
Yeah.
I was just, of course. Ginsburg even said, "It was like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. We need, if you want this to be a thing, you need legislation. You need to make it an actual law and not just an interpretation of what's going on." Because she even said, because it could always just be overturned later.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to talk about? You want the illegals collecting Social Security? Do you give a shit?
No,
All right.
we've been going for close to 2 hours. So
Yeah. Well, let's pinch off this giant turd.